Picture this. It's 2 weeks until your big robotics tournament, the tournament that your team has been waiting for all season long. The tournament that decides whether you're going to regionals or not. Good thing is, your robot is pretty much done. You just need to tweak the coding a little bit and you're pretty much finished. So, you don't need to do anything, right? You just need to relax and wait for those 2 weeks. But, sadly, it's not that simple. You see, our robotics competition, First Tech Challenge, is a little more complicated than that, since it wants to educate students about being professionals. So we have to create an engineering portfolio explaining how we created our robot, and we have to go through interviews, which is a whole other process. And how long did we have again? Oh wait, only 2 weeks. But before I go into more detail about how we prepared for our big tournament, make sure to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and share with your friends and family. You know, all that YouTube stuff. Also, check out our description for some cool links. First, there's our Instagram and our amazing website. And if you want to donate and support us, you can always donate through Buy Me a Coffee, which would be much appreciated. Now, before further ado, let's get into the video. Before we actually started working on our portfolio and practicing for our interviews, we had to finish coding our robot first. As you probably know if you've watched our previous videos, and if you haven't, you probably should go watch all our previous videos before this one, we have all our normal programming done. We can control a robot through our controller. However, we didn't finish our autonomous period. I'm going to hand it off to the programming team to explain a little more about autonomous.
The autonomous works, it's like the robot moves on its own based on pre-programmed code that the programming team writes, which is us.
Well, we basically make it work because the control hub is connected to motors. What the control hub does, it sends like power to the motors, right, and gives the motors power. But also the motors can send feedback back to the control hub, and the control hub can read this feedback, and depending on what we do with this feedback and these pre-programmed instructions is how we use the autonomous one. Autonomous is hard sometimes, but don't give up because that's bad.
This is inspiring.
So, after we finished tweaking autonomous, we started on our engineering portfolio. But wait a second, what exactly is an engineering portfolio, and why is it even necessary to be part of a tournament?
First is more than just competing. It's about showing off what your team has accomplished, like not just like programming, engineering wise, but what they've accomplished in their community, what they've like learned, what they plan to do. All of that is really important, and all of that is in the portfolio. So in our portfolio, we made sure we didn't just talk about one specific thing. Engineering portfolio, misleading as it may be, it's not just about engineering. First, we started off with 1 or 2 pages about the actual structure of the team, who's on it. We find it really important to highlight all our members and also like our team goals, our accomplishments in the past. And then after that, we followed with sustainability, which Akshaya worked on.
Sustainability was basically all about our business plan and showing it off. And that was basically how we sustained our team.
And then after sustainability, we talked about outreach. So we've done a lot of outreach in the community. For example, we went to the Arborbush Library, the FLL team that we helped mentor, and there was more. But yeah, a couple pages on outreach, and then the bulk of it was explaining each part of our robot. So the chassis, the arm, the elevator, the plane launcher, how we designed each of it, and our thought process behind all that.
So after we finished our engineering portfolio, we started preparing for our interview. And even though we don't have footage of us actually preparing for our interview, here's a fun mock interview game show kind of thing that we did recently to show you some of the interview questions that we answered and how we answered them. Welcome to mock interview game show, question mark, trademarked. Okay. Is everyone ready?
Yes!
Okay, so the first question is, what does gracious professionalism mean to you?
hit the buzzer.
Okay, yes, Kayla?
Okay. Kayla's professionalism is performing like at our top performance level while also helping other teams perform at their performance level. So we're not sacrificing our own success, but we're helping other people succeed.
Hey crew, what's your favorite outreach program that we've ever done? Akshaya! Akshaya!
My favorite outreach program was the Barbara Bush Library because we had like a bunch of kids come in and learn about robotics and how it works basically. And they looked at a robot, and so it was really fun to see kids learning about robotics.
Yay!
Okay. So my favorite outreach is YouTube because I do YouTube. I edit it. So I really like how YouTube it reaches a very wide community. I think it's very interesting to see our behind the scenes process, and I had a really fun time making the videos and just like taking footage of what we did behind the scenes and then going through that footage and just like narrating it and then showing the world exactly how we made our robot and how we just go about first.
Drum roll, next question. Okay. What is the biggest challenge your team has faced this season, guys? Go ahead, Reynaud.
The biggest challenge we faced this season was probably when the robot broke down during competition. We had to like really fast fix it.
Next question. Drumroll, please. What did you guys learn by being part of this team?
Personally, what I learned from being part of this team is I actually initially joined the team to be a programmer because I was into programming. But then I didn't exactly get into programming because I learned a lot more about engineering and I learned a lot more about business. And then I kind of realized, wow, I like business. So I definitely went more into that and I learned a lot more about engineering and business, and I'm really thankful that I got that opportunity instead of just sticking to what I like and learning just more broad things about robotics.
Do you guys have anything? Okay. What do you want, Biff?
Biff says that Biff learned that this goofy group of students that we call a robotics team can accomplish great things.
Wow.
Yay!
Biff also learned that when he's near someone in specific, they drop a lot of food, so he follows them a lot. In what ways is your team unique? Akshaya.
I feel like a lot of our team members get their work done, and we have got a pretty successful robot working by the end.
Izzy?
Okay, so this is the answer we used when we took our interview was as a community team, because we feel like a lot of the first teams are like school teams, but we're a community team, so we kind of had to we have operate differently. Like for example, we operate in your house. As you can see, this is not a school gym. This is a house. I don't know what room this is. It's just an empty room in Nicoli's house.
It used to have a bed and everything before robotics happened.
Okay. Well, robotics replaced this bedroom. So, but like it's very interesting how we can outreach and how we fundraise and how everything's different, not as a school team, but as a community team. And the winner is, drumroll please, Biff, because the judges, me, was swayed by how cute he was. But in all seriousness, and I'm very proud of our team for doing so well in our interviews and just being really great. I feel like interviews are always so nerve-wracking and so difficult. It was really great to see our team do these interviews. So that's all for this video. Make sure to check out all our past videos if you missed one in the past, and check in another 2 weeks to see our next video.
If you want to follow us on our robotics journey, like and subscribe and click the notifications bell, and see you in our next video.